How's it going, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. I'm going to be checking out a band called Chaos O Sanctuary, and the name of this song is Kingdom of the Glorified. Like I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And without further ado, I don't believe I've ever heard of this band before, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect. So let's just jump on in and give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much to the Ranger who requested this song. Great find. Great find. Wow. And I'm just going to say it right off the rip here. It's a fantastique from me, without a doubt. And if y'all don't know, on this channel, that's the highest praise we give a song. When it just completely blows us away, it gets a fantastique. This is 100% a fantastique from me. What a joy to listen to this song. I just enjoyed it so incredibly much. Wow. I mean, it's so good. It's so good, and it's constantly moving. And I mean, there's so many elements, that are within this one song, but it's all woven together brilliantly. It just feels like this great piece where you have all these excellent individual parts, but it all combines to create something masterful, something majestic. This is like one of the best examples of like a metaphor of it, or like a simile of it being like a puzzle. Because you have all the individual pieces, and sometimes the little pieces, sometimes you have those pieces that's just like nothing. It's just a solid color, but sometimes you have the nice pieces that have the nice designs on them, and nice colors and stuff. And so some of the smaller parts look nice and are really cool, but it's once you put the whole thing together, it really becomes something special. And that's how I feel about this song. I mean, right off the rip, I was just engrossed in it, and I just kept enjoying it more and more as it went. And it's just so good. I mean, the guitar work in this song is just excellent. It's somewhat speedy. A lot of the riffs are quite speedy, but then in between you have wonderful melodies with the guitar. There's lots of little just like little melodies, little extra riffs in there, little miniature solos, I guess. But then you also have like the whole epic grand solo section where it's just, the guitar work is so good. And I just love the sound of it too, because in a lot of those like little sections where you have those nice melodies with the guitar, it's so emotive even. Like, yeah, the whole song itself to me is emotive, and it all just captures this grand, great, glorious sound that's just so impressive. And like I said before, all of the individual elements work together beautifully. But yeah, the guitar work is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Oh man, it's like I was hanging on every note, especially when it was doing neat little fancy things and neat little melodies aside from just kind of the main riff that was propelling the song. It's just so good, so good. And then of course you have the keyboard in there, which was phenomenal. I love like for most of this song, I would say where the keyboard is present, it kind of has that tone that it had like in the bridge for the solo and stuff. But then at the end, you get this like sweeping piano, melody, and so good, so good. So yeah, the keyboard was phenomenal. The symphonic elements were done so wonderfully. For lack of a better word, it really, everything was already epic, which is awesome, because even if you remove the symphonic elements from this song, it would still have that epic sound. But then you add in those symphonic elements, and you add them in as precisely and immaculately as they did, it just enhances the overall sound, almost makes it like just explode into the stratosphere and just sounds so glorious. It just really awesome. The symphonic elements were utilized wonderfully. The different types of the symphonic elements that were used were spot on perfect. The choirs, the choir sounds and stuff, just immaculately done. And it's so cool because the song it has a lot of time to breathe. Like, it doesn't feel like everything is just all smushed up into like a 4 minute song, 3.5 to 4 minute song or whatever, where it's just like an onslaught. It breathes, but retaining that epic feel throughout the entire runtime of the song. And so it just adds to it, in my opinion. It adds to the songwriting and the song structure. It gives it even more of a impressive quality because of how the song is kind of stretched. It doesn't feel like an onslaught, of just a bunch of stuff like in a short span of time. It breathes, but again, everything was just used so wonderfully throughout the whole entire song that it keeps it moving, it keeps it feeling fresh, it keeps that grand feel from the very beginning all the way to the end. At no point does it feel lost or does it feel like too much, in my opinion. It just feels perfectly stretched, perfectly layered throughout the song, so that it's just this grand, awesome experience all the way through. The drum work was super solid, with the high rate of speed that the song moves in a lot of spots, but then also some really great fills and yeah, I mean, just really stellar job there as well. And then the vocals, I thought he had a really, really nice voice, and it's a voice that has a lot of strength behind it, but it doesn't feel, for me anyway, it doesn't feel like at any point that it's like overbearing or it's like too much or that it's just pushing too hard to where it's almost like, it doesn't feel, it feels, I mean, it feels more than like a casual approach to the vocals, but less than just, really trying too hard, really, really just letting the vocals just fly into your ears and an onslaught at any time or whatnot. I mean, there's great range, great movement in the vocals, but in a very, very nice, smooth sort of way. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, but it's very pleasant to listen to. And again, great range, great delivery. The melodies throughout the song, I loved all of the melodies, the verses, and then the chorus. This nice sweeping little melodies there, like in the chorus, and there's even spots where, like, a little bit in the melody, and it has a bit of kind of a nice sort of light, uplifting sort of feel to it. And then you have that one spot too where the music dies down a little bit, and you hear that like a dark kind of spoken word spot kind of happening there, but it doesn't feel out of place. It still feels within the realm of what they constructed with the rest of the song, and it just adds, again, additional elements to it that keeps it feeling fresh all the way through. Man, I don't know what else to say. It just, what an incredible piece of music here. I'm highly, highly impressed. Fantastic, without a doubt. And even some of the vibes or the sound, it took me back kind of to the 2000s era of power metal, which to me was the golden age of power metal in the 2000s. That's when I got into power metal to begin with. So I always have a soft spot for that sort of sound. And this had that a little bit too. And it kind of took me back to that time because also of just the joy of hearing it reminded me of the joy and awe of listening to some of those bands back in the day when I first got into power metal, and just being like, again, just kind of in awe of the epic scope of it and the melodies and everything, and keyboard solos and the crazy guitar solos that were nice and melodic. That's the thing too. That's like the guitar solo. It's wild, but it's not overly wide. It fits very much within the vibe of the song, and it's a very nice kind of melodic, crazy solo. It just, I could keep going on and on. Awesome song, killer song, fantastic, without a doubt. What a joy to listen to. So thank you again so much to the Ranger who requested this song. You knocked it out of the park here. I definitely need to check out more of this band. I'm gonna listen to whatever that this is from. It looked like when I kind of looked in the description a little bit, it looked like this is from 2019, from an EP from 2019. So I definitely got to listen to that EP. And folks, if you're familiar with this band, let me know what's their deal. Or are they still around? I mean, I know 2019 wasn't too long ago, but still, what have they been up to, or have they been around for a long time before then? what's their deal? And if this was your first time listening to this band, like myself, what'd you think of this? What did you think of this bad boy? Awesome stuff. I'm definitely going to look into these folks more. And yeah, fantastic. Wow. Wow. Good stuff. It does my power metal soul good to hear a song like this. Loved it. Blown away. So, yeah. Let me know, folks, what y'all's thoughts about this song is in the comments below. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.